back to the channel. Hope you're getting your week off to a good start. Shout out to any new subscribers and thanks to all the supporters on the channel. I wanted to share something kind of interesting regarding Black Adam. Since it is coming out soon, it will be the next big DC movie that we get in theaters. And that is that Dwayne Johnson called the studio to remove Black Adam from Shazam, saying it'd be a disservice to the character. And this is, of course, referring to the first Shazam movie. So Variety is saying, Dwayne Johnson's DC passion project Black Adam will finally open in theaters this October, but the character could have debuted in 2019's Shazam had Warner Brothers went ahead with its original plan. The Shazam movie went into development in 2014 with a script that included origin stories for both the title character and Black Adam. The duo have a shared history in the comics, so it seemed fitting to launch their big screen iterations together in one film. Johnson disagreed. When the first draft of the movie came to us, it was a combination of Black Adam and Shazam. 2 origin stories in one movie, Johnson recently told Vanity Fair. Now, that was the goal, so it wasn't a complete surprise, but when I read that, I just knew in my gut, we can't make this movie like this. We would be doing Black Adam an incredible disservice. It would have been fine for Shazam having 2 origin stories converge in one movie, but not good for Black Adam. So this is coming from a Vanity Fair interview. Johnson continued, I made a phone call. I said, I have to share my thoughts here. It's very unpopular because everybody thought, hey, the script is great. Let's go make this movie. I said, I really think that you should make Shazam, make that movie on its own in the tone that you want. And I think we should separate this as well. Warner Brothers ultimately agreed, which we know will probably, if you've seen the first Shazam movie. And now Johnson is headlining the standalone Black Adam tentpole this fall. Johnson has repeatedly promised moviegoers that his Black Adam movie will forever change the DC universe on the big screen. Joining the actor in the film are Aldous Hodge, Noah Centineo, Sarah Shahai, Marwan Kenzari, and Pierce Brosnan. Black Adam opens in theaters on October 21st. Dwayne Johnson actually tweeted about this and said 100% true. Original script had both Black Adam and Shazam establishing their origin stories in one film. I fought hard for both characters and the JSA to have their own standalone films for the fans to enjoy and protect Black Adam's ruthless and extremely violent tone as we build out DCEU. So I do have a little bit of mixed feelings about this. On one hand, I think it's good. I think it's good to see the passion. We have seen over the years the passion that he's had for this character, for this movie, all the years that this movie has been kind of put on the back burner. Now it's finally going to be released. So I admire his passion for the character and for the movie because I think that's always a good thing. I don't think that's really ever a bad thing when it comes down to these characters that have some kind of lore or history in comic books or trilogy books, whatever the case may be. So it's good to see the passion that he has, that he spoke up and told the studio how he felt about Black Adam having his own origin in his own movie and not sharing that time in a movie with Shazam, even though it sort of makes sense for them to have like sort of their origin in one movie because they both get their powers from the wizard Shazam. So, we know that Black Adam is kind of he's the anti-hero version of Shazam. They both get their powers from the same source, right? Of course, they do have there's obviously differences between them. Black Adam is not a child like Billy Batson. But so there are differences about their origin, but as far as their powers, that's what they have in common, right? So while I admire his passion for the character and for the movie, especially after all these years that he's waited to make the movie, I do think it would have been cool to see a little bit more Easter eggs for Black Adam in the Shazam movie. There was the thing at the end, kind of like a credit style type of scene where you get an Easter egg for Black Adam. You don't actually see you don't physically see The Rock as Black Adam. You know it's him because it's like this kind of like fiery representation of him. So it's not him directly standing there as Black Adam. So there is an Easter egg at the end for Black Adam. But I don't think it would have been bad to see more Easter eggs or more things about Black Adam to kind of for Shazam to know that there is another being out there that has these powers who is like the anti version of him. I don't know. I guess it depends on what the actual story was going to be overall, for how they were going to have the two origins for them, for both characters in one movie. I would like to know maybe more details about how they were going to do that to form a better opinion about whether it would have been better to, about whether or not it would have been a better decision to have both origins in one movie, or is it better that, because you could still have his full, complete, detailed origin in his own movie. Um, you don't have to, like, well, like I said, I guess it depends what the actual script was, if they chose to go down that road. I do see how, I do appreciate Dwayne Johnson's comments to the studio about make that movie in the tone that you want, because we know at that time, that's at the time that Shazam came out, that's, part of that was kind of around the time when DC was freaking out about, oh my god, we can't go down this dark tone, we can't do these dark tone movies, these dark tone characters, because people are freaking out about it. And so they were trying to marvelize things at that time. And Shazam, you do expect a lighter tone for a lot of reasons. There are darker aspects to that movie, obviously the first one, but then there's the lighter hearted part of it, because Billy Batson is a kid, a young teen who gets these superpowers, right? So you expect that. So I can see where Dwayne Johnson was going with, okay, Black Adam should have a different tone and they shouldn't be mixed into one movie because it's not really going to. So I see where he's going with that. And that but he's saying Black Adam's ruthless and extremely violent tone as we build out the DCEU. I don't see, from what we've seen in the trailers for Black Adam, I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be, obviously, trailers don't show everything, they're not supposed to. But I don't see this being like a hard PG-13 writing on the line of rated R because of violence. I don't see that. I don't get that. I don't really get that feeling from the trailer. Not saying that they need to do that, but if that's what he's saying here, I do see him probably being more ruthless and violent than Shazam. That makes sense. And he's more experienced than Shazam. He's not a kid who just got these powers, recently. He is, and he's obviously not afraid to, he has the line of, he kind of talks about that he kills people because he's not a hero. He's an anti-hero, right? So I do see that he is obviously going to have a darker tone than Shazam, which makes sense, but I don't see it being riding that line of like, wow, this is really violent for like a PG-13 movie. I don't see that happening. And in the trailer, there are some borderline, cheesy comedic moments. So I don't know if, it's going to be as dark or as ruthless as Dwayne Johnson is trying to sell it here. And I'm not saying that that would make it better, just to have it like that. No, I'm not saying that that would make it better. I'm just saying the way he's describing it, I don't know if it's really going to push that line and push that, take that kind of risk. But I don't know. We haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know if I should be saying that. But I'm just saying based off the trailers that we've seen so far. Some people are kind of taking it like he wanted this to be all about him, and that's why he, made that call and kind of fought hard for Black Adam to have his own origin movie. I don't necessarily think it, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. Like, I understand that he wanted to have his own origin movie, especially because he'd been waiting so long to do this movie. But I feel like they still could have gave you a little bit of a tidbit in the Shazam movie, and then they still could have fleshed out his whole origin in his movie. I don't know if that's what the plan was for that script or not, but I feel like that could have been a possible way to do that. Also, I really don't think that if this wasn't if this role had been cast, say someone who was not a household name, someone who's kind of an up and coming actor, you might not be as familiar with them, like Henry Cavill was when he got cast as Superman. I don't know if they would be necessarily inclined to give to do what he asked them to do. Like, Dwayne Johnson has a lot of star power. I understand giving him what he's kind of wanting, what he's asking for, because he waited a long time. So I get that. But I doubt that they would have done this for someone who did not have this kind of star power. Even for like Black Adam, I feel like Dwayne Johnson's kind of he's trying to make the impression that Black Adam is now going to be like the big bad of the DCEU. And I don't necessarily know if that's going to work or going to happen. Like Black Adam, he's a yeah, okay, he's an anti-hero or a villain character, but he's not necessarily, but he's a Shazam villain. Yeah, sometimes Superman, I mean, we all want to see Superman versus Black Adam. Totally here for it. I want the same thing. But I don't see him as being a character that would like the whole Justice League would have to take on. You know what I mean? He's not a dark side. He's not that kind of character, in my opinion. He's not a huge big bad for like like the culmination type big bad character. Like, oh my god, you're just waiting for like the Justice League to have to go up against this character. This building up. It's building up. No, yeah, you want to build up to him fighting Shazam, and hopefully Superman, you know what I mean, has to help out. But it seems like Dwayne Johnson is really, I mean, the way he's been talking about lately, especially since Super Pets came out and now Black Adam's coming up, and I'm sure it's going to continue. He really wants Dwayne, like Black Adam, to be a really prominent character in the DCEU, like just be like beyond his own movie. I don't know. We'll see. But just kind of wanted to share that. Some, interesting things going on. And we'll see the movie soon. So then we can form a better opinion about how we feel about Black Adam and the DCEU. But thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description. Follow me on the socials. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And there's also super thanks are enabled below the video. That's kind of similar to a super chat, but it's for a video, a posted video, not a live stream. Kind of the same thing. If you feel so inclined to support, I'm working on trying to get some artwork or some wall art to set up back here. And so yeah, just wanted to throw that out there and kind of make a nice little setup back here. So thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate all the support again. Shout out to all the new subscribers and everyone who supports my channel. I appreciate it so much. See you soon.